Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Today's Eagles general manager, Howie Roseman, was asked whether he's open to trading A.J. Brown, to which Roseman responded, "It's hard to find great players in the NFL, and A.J. is a great player. That's what we're going out looking for when we go out in free agency and the draft, is trying to find great players who love football, and he's that." So that would be my answer. The question is, they understand it's hard to replace, because I know what he is.
Yeah.
He's a proven commodity.
Yeah.
He's a Pro Bowl, All-Pro, Super Bowl winning player.
Yeah.
When he wants to be that.
Yeah.
And this year, for whatever reason, look, it's just hard. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what motivates. I don't know what happened, because he's like, when he won the Super Bowl, he's like, it wasn't fulfilling.
Right.
Well, if you making money, you've been an All-Pro, you go to Pro Bowl, you win the Super Bowl. What is left? If I got a $30+ million contract, I'm a Pro Bowl player, I'm an All-Pro player, and I'm a Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl isn't fulfilling, but I don't really know what else there is.
Hey,
if you play a sport, Joe, you an All-NBA,
yeah,
All-Star. You win a champion, and you making $40 million a year, and you win the championship, and they come to you and say, "Joe, well, how you feel?" Like, it's not as fulfilling as I thought.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. But I think I ain't gonna say that. But I know for some guys, man, when they feel like they ain't balling or doing their thing out there, man, they want their stats over championship. Now they may not come out and say it, but that's what they want. It's like, man, we won a championship, but damn, man, they ain't have but 20 yards. I had 2 catches.
Hey, go look at my Super Bowl numbers. They ain't nothing. But I got 3 rings that I'm going to pass down to each of my kids. That wasn't – the game plan didn't call for Shannon Sharpe to go haywire.
Right.
I'm okay with that. Because at the end of the day, I was making good money. I've been a Pro Bowl player. I was an All-Pro. After you become an All-Pro, after you become a Pro Bowl player, the only thing left is win a championship, is to solidify.
Right.
To make sure people know that all those catches and yards and everything that you was doing, you did that, but – how many games did you win? Did your stats go to winning? Look at my numbers when I caught for 100 yards or caught a touchdown. We won.
Yeah,
that's all I cared about. I want to win. All that other stuff. That's why I didn't get up. Look, and I look back at it. I said, man, I could have easily gone to John and said, "Hey, bro, I need 5 yards," but I ain't never asked him to throw me the ball.
Right.
So they know what I can do. I used to get upset, Joe. They done bull-jived around all game long. Now here come the fourth quarter, we down 14. You gonna ask me what I like?
Yeah, now they looking for.
I like for this game to be over so I can get my ass on that bus and get home. You should have asked me this in the first quarter, but y'all would have spread it around.
Yeah.
Let everybody touch it. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you doing.
Yeah. Hey, look. But like I said, some cats want to ball. Go. Hey, look, I remember it too. Coming down, it's the last 5 to 7 minutes of a game. Now all of a sudden, everybody looking for you. They looking for Joe to get us up out this rut. Mm-hmm. Man, what we been doing the whole game? Y'all could have been giving me the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I understand, man. I understand.
Hey, we gonna run this out. We gonna run this pit. Hey, we gonna run 1-4, Joe. You at the top?
Yeah. We ain't ran it all damn game. Why y'all want to run now? Yeah, I know exactly what you said. Yeah, we should have been reading this in the second quarter, man.
What you looking for? I think your brother on the floor asleep. No, he ain't asleep, but he down there. Thanos.
Yeah.
No, this is not Thanos in my lap. This is Teddy Bear in my lap. The Athletic released a story today on Mike Tomlin's final team meeting with the Steelers players and the surreal scene surrounding it. Mike Tomlin told his team, I think it's best for the organization for me to step down. TJ Watt had tears welling in his eyes and kept repeating, no, 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 as Tomlin told the team. Joey Porter Jr. was reportedly hyperventilating. Aaron Rodgers was sobbing and repeatedly saying, "I'm sorry." The Steelers player gave Tomlin a standing ovation.
That's what's up, man. That's when you know your guys respect you, bro.
Yep.
They respect the heck out that man, and what he's done for that organization.
Yes.
Yeah, and as a player, it definitely hurts you because, you feel like you was a part of him getting out of there. Yeah, that's why those guys so hurt. They feel like, man, if we would have played at our highest peak, we could have avoided this situation. So yeah, I can see why guys really taking it hard.
I've done that. I remember, and as I got older, I remember seeing Coach Reeves because the gym I used to go to, the church that he attended, was right across the street. And I remember, like I was saying, they didn't close it down. But anyway, and I saw him, and I remember going up to him and say, "Coach, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
He said, "Shannon," he's the only one that never called me by my last name or called me 84. He'll always call me Shannon. He said, "Shannon, I said, "Coach," I said, "had I been the player that I became, maybe I could have saved your job."
Right.
And he just told me, he said, "Son," he said, "that's nice of you to say, but you ain't got nothing to apologize for." He said, "I'm proud that we drafted you. I'm proud of the player that you became." Same thing with Wade Phillips. I was that player. I had became that player, but I did all I could. I had 2,000 yard receiving, had like 180 catches.
Yeah,
it just wasn't meant to be. Had like 178 catches, 168 catches. It just wasn't meant to be, Joe. And then we get Mike, but I hate because that happened on my watch.
Yeah.
What could I have done differently? And I know for certain, I'm not for sure, besides getting injured and having to take them, and I wasn't 100%, had I became the player that I later became that ended up going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I do believe I could have saved Dan's career.
Yeah.
I believe I could have saved him in Denver. Now, maybe at a later date in time, Mr. B just wanted to go in a completely different direction.
Right.
Maybe so. Because Coach Reeves had been to 3 Super Bowls, lost the AFC Championship game, so it wasn't like he was losing, but he just wanted to go in a different direction. But it's tough if you care. Now, if you don't care, some people are like, hey, players get cut all the time. I don't look at it like that.
Hey, look, my first year in Brooklyn, when I got traded to Brooklyn from Atlanta, I played Avery Johnson was our head coach. Mm-hmm. Great dude. Yeah. Accountability, like he gonna be on you, like he gonna ride you hard, tell you what the do's and don'ts. But man, he was a hell of a coach, bro. I loved him as a coach. And for us to get off to such a slow start my first year in Brooklyn, I think it was kind of why he got fired. Yeah. Because it happened on an off day for us. I'm at home. I'm watching ESPN. Ain't nobody called and been like, "Oh, we're going to get rid of Avery Johnson today." I'm watching on ESPN like everybody else. It come across breaking news. I'm like, damn. So, yeah, I understand. As a player, bro, you take heart to that because I'm like,
yeah,
such a dope coach, bro.
Former Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel has already become a hot coaching candidate after being fired just a week ago from the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. McDaniel is set to meet with the Browns, Ravens, Falcons, Titans, according to NFL Network's Tom Pelissero. Cleveland may get the first swing at interviewing McDaniel as their meeting is set for Monday, the team announced on social media. He previously worked for the Browns in 2014 as their wide receiver coach. Kyle was the offensive coordinator. Mm. And he was the wide receiver coach. Mm-hmm. Ocho,
no.
Do you like the idea of Mike McDaniel coaching Shador?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All the teams you just named, I don't like it. But I do like one that you didn't name. Now, I saw the report. I don't know if it was false or whether it was real or not, but I saw where he might have an opportunity to be the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. Now, that I do like.
Right.
Mike McDaniels, with his creative mind, I'm not saying he's Ben Johnson, but if you think about the goddamn Dolphins, what was that, 3 years ago? Was it 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah, two years ago.
Well, you talking about when they went to the championship game? That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, hey,
They ended up losing to the 49ers.
Listen, that offense and that creativity that he had with those receivers and the stuff that he was able to do with Tyreek Hill, can you imagine him being able to have Amon-Ra St. Brown and doing all that stuff
With
Amon-Ra
Jameson.
do? And J-Mo. And you got Gibbs. I'm not sure if Montgomery's coming back. I'm not sure, how that's gonna work. But I would love for Mike McDaniels and that creativity he has offensively over there with the Lions. And obviously, I think, Coach Mr. Campbell, I don't think he's not gonna call plays no more.
No, he ain't calling plays.
Yeah, he's looking for somebody to relieve him of those duties.
But could Mike McDaniel revive Deshaun's career?
He don't have the he don't have the pieces over there, It'd be too much. So if Mike McDaniel goes to the Lions, his job is that much easier because of what you have at your disposal.
I agree. I totally agree.
And now your job as an offensive coordinator or head coach, whatever it may be with the Browns, now your job becomes that much more difficult because you have to do more with less.
Mm-hmm.
The pendulum is uneven.
Yeah.
It's uneven. So now you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball, going to a place where, okay, I have to be damn near perfect.
Yeah.
I ain't got
no margin for error.
Yeah, man. No. That Lion job, yes. Hey, did you mention the Falcons?
Yeah. Also, if I read correctly today, I think John Harbaugh interviewed for the Falcons.
Oh, I got another one for you,
I
got another one for you. Nobody mentioned it. Mike McDaniels over there with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. And I'm not going to mention that, but yeah, Mike McDaniels with the Eagles. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think the thing is, look, he has a great offensive mind, and those guys the McVay, the Shanahans, he came from that system, that school, the LaFleurs, the Kevin O'Connell. So we've seen what those systems, Andy Reid, that West Coast system, or hybrids thereof. We've seen it work, especially when you got talent. And so, as you mentioned, Detroit has loads of talent. Atlanta has talent. I don't know would they want him to be the head coach, but I'm sure because he said to meet the Browns, Ravens, Falcons, Titans. Okay, Ravens has a quarterback. Titans have a quarterback. Right now, there's kind of uncertainty. They still have have Cousins on the roster, but they got a lot of money and a high draft pick, a top 10 pick, tied up in Michael Penix Jr. So it'll be very, very interesting. But when you have the creative mind that Mike McDaniel has, and we saw what they dialed up when Tyreek was healthy. We saw what they dialed up, what he was able to do with Achane. And so and Waddle. And they had I forget what's the tight end, Ocho. We had him on. He just came back this year.
Kyle Pitts?
No, from the Dolphins.
Oh, Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, yeah. So Miami having some nice pieces. Somebody can go there, but they need a quarterback. And I'm reading today, they said they're looking at the coach and come in. You're not required to try to, this is what I can do with Tua. Right. Now, we're not even, if what the reports are saying, it's like, you can, if you want to move on, we'll oblige you in that aspect. But I think from a talent, just pure talent.
Yeah.
Falcons. You look at their defense.
Over the Lions?
No. I'm saying the Lions have a head coach. He's interviewing for a head coaching job. He's not interviewing for no offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Now, if none of those become available, yes.
Yeah, well, if it's a head coaching job, I mean, Falcon got to be knocking down the door. They got to be knocking down the door.
But John Harbaugh is out there I think he's first on everybody's list because he has 18 years experience. He's won many divisions, and he's gone to and won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So he's Miss America. He's going to get the first date if he wants it.
Yeah.
That's how they're looking at it, Ocho. I like the Titans. I think the Titans got a quarterback. I think the Giants have a quarterback. But I don't really know a whole lot about the Titans. All I just know is they got Simmons over there, and he's special.
Oh, yeah. He is. He ain't going to be that long, but go ahead.
Yeah. They got Calvin Ridley. He's coming back off an injury, the tight end. So they got some pieces. Pollard played well. But all things being equal, he has an interview with the Ravens. The Ravens need a lot of work defensively. We know what they got with Lamar. They need to fix that offensive line.
Yeah.
Mainly right guard. They got to fix that, Ocho. They got to fix that. And they got to get Zay Flowers. I don't think Zay is going anywhere, Ocho, but Bateman this year was a no-show. He's a no-show.
Damn. Hey, that's tough, man. That's tough because I'm just speaking on Bateman's behalf. You can only do so much when the opportunities don't present themselves. You know.
I agree.
You can only do so much.
Well, he ain't do that much. I get what you're saying, but he didn't do that. He didn't do that much, Ocho.
Yeah.
So I think the thing is, look, the question is, I mean, are you going to go another year and not have Deshaun get on the field and not do anything? Now, obviously, he couldn't do anything last year, Ocho. He had the Achilles injury. They never activated him. He was, he was scheduled to come, but they didn't bring him off the IR list. But what are you going to do?
Right.
You going to let him sit on the sidelines again for another $50 million?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think you at least try.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't know. I hate saying never or always, but it's just that I'm not sure that he'll be ever what he was when he was in Houston. And that was the thing, Ocho. That's why you gave up what you gave up. That's why you gave up the compensation. Because Ocho, he's 26, not 36. He was 26. Right. But there's no way you could have foreseen. I don't know what they knew or what they didn't know. I mean, everything is speculation. Some say they did, some say they didn't. I don't know what they knew. I don't know what they knew, when they knew, what they, I don't know. All I know, but for that kind of money, Ocho, I got to try to get something.
Yeah.
I got to. But those are some great choices for McDaniel.
Yeah, very good ones. Very good ones.
Falcons, loaded with talent. Ravens, the Ravens got the best quarterback out there on the market of the teams that that's available, obviously. You're talking about a two-time MVP. The Titans have a quarterback that they believe in, and I think, Cam Ward played well. Calvin Ridley comes back, maybe add some pieces. Yeah. But it's gonna be very interesting to see how this thing. I think somebody's waiting for the big domino to fall, and I think that's John Harbaugh. I think once Harbaugh decides where he's gonna go, I think all the other pieces will start to fall in place after he decides what he's gonna do. So I think everybody's kind of waiting, because nobody wants to jump the gun. What, man, you had a chance to John Harbaugh and you went ahead and you hired this guy. So I think once that domino falls, Ocho, I think everything else will kind of fall into place from there.
Right.
And then you'll see. But hey, maybe there's some coaches that's still in the postseason. Maybe the Rams DC. Who knows? Maybe the Clint Kubiak. I think gets an opportunity. Obviously, they couldn't talk. Yeah, they could. I don't know if he interviewed though.
Wait, they can't talk to a coach while he's still coaching, huh?
They can if you're on the bye week. You could do Zoom interviews.
Okay.
But all the teams that's playing, so somebody from, say, the Patriots or, the Steelers or whomever, anybody that played this weekend, no, you're not able to talk to them. If you lost, you're able to talk now. But the teams that were on the bye week, you could have Zoom meetings.
Right.
So.
Okay.
He won Super Bowl and with Kansas City in 2019. Sunday, he had a big game, had probably a career playoff high. I think this was a career playoff high. 6 catches, a buck 11, and a touchdown. He got the party started early with the dagger route over the middle, took that in, and then he delayed and caught the post route for a touchdown. Had an outstanding game. Demarcus Robinson, wide receiver, San Francisco 49ers. Rob, there's a lot put on your guys' plate. You lose Debo. Ayuk is not there all year long. Kittle goes down. Now yourself, Jennings, Pearsall is out. Now it's time for you guys because a lot has been made. Purdy is good, but he's propped up by all these all-pros and Pro Bowlers. So now it's you, it's Jennings, and the backup tight end. And you guys got to go out there and make plays. What was your mindset? Because you know you're not going to – Debo's been gone. You knew Ayuk's not coming back, but you thought you would at least have Kittle. What was you guys' mindset going into a hostile environment and to come away with a victory?
I think the guys, man, we knew it was at stake, you feel me? Them boys had to go out and play hard just to get that dub, just so we can get another game on the road. And it's never easy to get a win on the road, but those guys came in, man, we fought all together. As soon as Kittle went down, we knew Jake had to come in, make a couple plays, and them boys showed resiliency yesterday, for real.
What did that feel like, having a game like that, letting the 49ers, letting your quarterback know that you can count on me, especially in situations like that, in important games that actually matter, for you to have that type of game? What did that feel like? I mean, listen, I'm honestly, as a receiver, I ain't never had no success in goddamn playoffs. Hell, I haven't been there.
Oh.
Hey, what is that feeling like, man? Honestly.
It felt good, man, to know them boys had trust in me. Purdy and Kyle Shanahan, man. It felt good to feel like they had trust in me. They wouldn't be calling those plays to put me in those positions to get me the ball, to know I'm going to do what I could do and go down there and score a touchdown. So it really felt good just for them boys to get some trust in me, for real.
Yeah.
Oh, I played for his dad. Oh, you made that play early? Oh, you done. You getting the ball the rest of the
Yeah, you good.
Once you made that play on that dagger, do y'all call it dagger or will y'all call it over?
No, we call it dagger. I know what you're talking about. We call it dagger too.
Okay.
I know what you.
Yeah.
And so once you made that play, I said, "Oh yeah, they're gonna feed him."
Yep, and coming back. And the funny thing about when you have a performance like you did in that game, what you think that thing will look like in the next one?
That's what I'm saying.
They're coming back to you. They're gonna have stuff already drawn up specifically for you to do. Shanahan already know what you do well. So we're gonna add that, and he's gonna throw something on top of it because Purdy knows you're gonna make the play. And subconsciously, when you have a great game like that, the quarterback gonna come to you when you least expect it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the way the game flows.
That's why I needed that type of game to go and build that trust with them. Let them know, hey man, as we keep going forward, I got you, bro. If them boys ain't in here, you ain't got nobody to lean on. I'm the guy.
Come see me.
Yeah.
Real.
Well, look, he ain't got no choice now. I mean, he's lost Kittle, and you and Jennings are you're his wide receivers. You're his most trusted, and so now, hey. And it's not, look, you guys just played them last game of the season. So you know what type of game it's going to be. You know what's out there. They got Spoon and Wolin.
For real.
You know what's in front of you. Ocho and I ain't got to tell you nothing.
That was some good DBs.
First time y'all played them.
That's some good DBs, man. I ain't gonna lie, to good DBs. We gonna go out there and do what we do though. Sure, we ain't scared, ain't backing down. Now it's time, shit.
Hey, cause you one step closer.
For real, that's what I'm talking about.
One step closer.
Hey, you were talking hella shit out there, man. What? Somebody pissed you off or something?
Nah, shit. Hey, Coach over there talking to me, so I'm like, sure. You see what's going on, Coach? These boy can't hold me for real. Like, I don't even know what you yap. Ain't no need to yap. You see, it's on the field, Coach.
Right. Yeah. Hey, you talking? You see, I'm giving your boy that work.
That work.
That's your boy 2-7. Oh, he got that work.
They had to get him up off of me.
Both of them was on him, right?
Yeah, they had to get him up off of me. The first drive.
Nah, you can't do that with it, Rob.
Nah, you can't do that with me, man. You better call somebody else. Call back up. For real.
But did you know you was gonna have this type of input going into the game?
So, like the plan was to kind of get me the ball. Like, I was way in the playbook this week more than any other week. So, because Ricky wasn't up, so I'm like, okay, these boys gonna be able to feed me a little bit. So, you go through it in practice. You go all through the routine plays and stuff like that. But I ain't know it was just gonna be as fast as it was.
Right.
Yeah, that was second play of the game, 60-yarder, fourth play of the game, touchdown.
But here's the thing. what makes me upset is that they feed me all week long, and then we come to the game, and I don't get no honey.
Yeah.
Now, I'm out there bull jiving around. You know, they ain't throw me no passes, and now y'all feed me. See, why y'all do me like this? Y'all could have had my mind. My mind ain't really where it's supposed to be right now.
Yeah. That's how I felt versus Seattle the first time we played them, boy, man. I'm like, dog, because we kind of had it drawn up for me to get a couple passes, but you know how the game go, and then coach changed it up a little bit. And then, you know, you never know what you're going to get out there, man. So, shoot, it really, you know, you got to stay ready for that moment whenever that ball do come.
Yeah, and the fact that you guys are playing the Seahawks again, you're familiar with their defense. Do you see any problems in general for you from an individual standpoint, not a team collectively, but from an individual standpoint, you know, whether it be Witherspoon, whether it be, you know, Brother Woolen, is there anyone out there that you would see it poses any, not threat, but, you know, where you know, okay, you know what, I got to tie my shoes up tight, I got to come to play.
Nah, I mean, that's every game. Like, them boys could have been like 2-7 last week. That boy caught 2 picks, you know what I'm saying? So you never know what you're going to get. You never know how they going to play, if it's going to be them boys coming out, being physical. You know, Reed Woodland, that boy, he bigger size physical cat. So long arms, you know, you never know what you're going to get. You don't know if they're going to play. Because last week they hit us with the cover 2. I don't think we was really even expecting the cover 2. You feel me? So they played cover 2 when we played them the first time, or the last game of the season. But so we got to be ready for whatever they throw at us for real.
But see, that's what the times, you know, hey, and the run block, and see, I got to get physical with y'all, because see, y'all be trying to get physical in these pass plays. So, because I know how Kyle lives. Played for, like I said, played for his dad, and he has a lot of his dad's similarities, and a lot of that coaching staff. Bobby T, the running back coach.
Yeah.
Hey, if you as a wide receiver in that offense, if you don't do no blocking in the run game,
no, get on the sideline. You ain't get on the side. You might go back to the bench.
Absolutely. I don't give a damn who you are.
For real, though.
You got to block in that system.
Because CMC going to get his touches.
Oh, you already know that.
Yeah, he getting his touches, so you got to know what I'm saying? They making everybody look good right now, though. Now we got to spread that thing around. We just lost Kittle, man. So, trust me, Lee, I'm ready for this. Another one against these boys right here. Good rivalry.
Kittle, I'm so sorry you down.
Man, for real.
But your boy up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm up. I'm here this week again. Don't play with them.
Mm-hmm. But also, I think the thing that really helps, and you have to have this in the West Coast, your receivers got to be run after the catch. Yeah. Because it's all about getting the ball in the receiver's hand. And look, ain't a whole lot of deep throws, you know, go by 9 balls. It's a lot of shallow crosses. It's a lot of daggers. It's a lot of overs. It's a lot of stuff where digs, in cuts, where they're expecting you to spin out of a tackle.
And get up out of there. Yeah. That's what I did last week. Yeah. That's how they was using on Debo too. A lot. They just get on the ball and get upfield. That's all it is.
Smoke screen, bubble screens.
Mm-hmm.
What is because you're familiar. This is they probably have different terminology in Kansas City, but this is basically the same system. It's the West Coast system. It came out of Coach Walsh,
same thing.
Mike Shanahan, all that. So it's been paired. Maybe they call it green, maybe you call it orange or blue or whatever you call it, but it's pretty much the same principle.
Same thing. That's what I was saying about. That's why I came over here from when I was in LA last year. Him and Sean got kind of the same kind of route tree and stuff like that. They kind of terminology all the same. So it wasn't really that hard to pick up on the playbook. It just, a few things here and there. They switch up the verbiage on it, but it's basically the same type of offenses for real.
But man, you seem so excited because like it probably caught you off guard. Like you got to be ready for the moment because you don't know when that moment's gonna happen. But you got to be ready for it when it does happen.
No, for real. I was ready, boy. I was ready. I seen that ball in the air. I said, "Oh, snap!" I went on through that ball. Man, I got upfield, cut back. I see him rallying. Let me go and get out. You ain't finna get that ball off me.
They try to get it up out of me. They try to get it up out of me. And then y'all ready to delay. Y'all ready to play. Action ready to play. You make like you go block. You go block.
Stop.
Q. I'm stalking. I'm stalking. No, I'm going to the post.
Let me get that.
Side.
Need it. He's too late, man. Touchdown, man. Let me do my dance on y'all. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. I'm happy for you, boy. It's one thing by having a game like that, man. D-Rob, boy, it gives you so much confidence, bro.
For real.
So much confidence. It had you walking different.
That's
it had you
real.
talking different.
Mm-hmm.
You go into the next game and you expecting to have that same type of performance. So whenever those opportunities do present themselves and you already got that confidence rolling, man, ain't nothing out there, man. Ain't nothing out there gonna be able to stop you. So, man, I'm happy for you. And I'm excited. I'm excited for this game because it's gonna be a good one.
But y'all gonna be it, man. Y'all popping out. Where y'all at this weekend? Who y'all watching?
Oh, shoot, but listen. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be way in Brazil, but I'm gonna be watching.
Yes, sir. For sure.
Hey,
Tuned in.
D-Rob, I'm gonna tell you this is what you tell C-Mac, because this is what I used to tell TD. Hey, man, they in cover 2. Run their ass out up out it.
I'm trying to tell you, that's all we gotta do.
Man, we can't throw them out of cover 2.
Yeah.
You run, online, run their ass out of this cover 2.
For real, bring no
Let's
safety
drop that
down
safety
now.
down.
Bring no safety down. Yeah. That's what we
The
gotta
hell?
do. That's all we gotta
TD.
do.
Run them up out of this. Because if you don't run them up out of it, they're going to play cover 2 now.
We're gonna stay right in it. And you ain't getting no pass. You ain't getting nothing over the top of that.
Yeah. And I ain't really trying to, because the only thing really that's open is try to fit it in between, try to hold the corner up, and then try to run the sail in behind them, or run the square out the deep. Nah. Run their ass. I don't need a safety down. I needed me and him.
That's all. That's all I'm asking for. Get that running game going. And that thing, put that ball in the air, dog. I'm gonna do what it do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
for
about.
real.
Man, congratulations on the unbelievable game. 6 catches, 111 yards, and the touchdown. He started the game off, the second play of the game, goal 60, and then he ends up catching the touchdown. They scored a touchdown late in the ball game, and the San Francisco 49ers advance to the divisional round to take on their arch nemesis, the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, sir.
That game is going to be played on that game is played Saturday night. So good luck, D-Rob.
Yes,
and
sir.
We'll see you down the road, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Glad y'all had me on here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, tell Kyle I say what's up.
Y'all will do, man, for sure.
Get them
All right,
boys
everybody
hit
T.
up, boy.
All right, for sure, y'all.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming on. Darren Waller went on Johnny Manziel's Glory Days podcast and told a story about how he and Mike McDaniel was talking one-on-one during the end of their season meeting when owner Stephen Ross walked in. McDaniel had literally just told Waller that he wants him back in 2026. Ross joined in the conversation for a bit. Then the conversation got quiet, and Waller got the sense that he should leave the room. He checked his phone 20 minutes later, and Mike McDaniel was fired. I was at the scene of the crime. The NFL is a wild business, Joe.
That's how it go? It's cutthroat like that, huh?
I didn't look. Dan Reeves and when Coach Reeves and John was having their issues, Dan was like Coach Landry, run the football. We're not going to put the ball in harm's way. We're going to try to play great defense. And then Roger Staubach was there. Roger would win it.
Yeah.
Roger the Dodger. And that's why John Elway had so many. That's why John had so many comebacks because we wouldn't do anything for 4 quarters, for 3.5 quarters, and the game would still be close, and John would win it in the end. It is. It's really tough. But I've never heard a situation like this. Normally, the owner calls you to his office.
Right.
The owner walked in to the coach's office when he's doing end of season interviews, exit interviews. He walked in. Yes. That's really wild. Normally, they call you into their meeting and call you into their office or the general manager, and they have a conversation. We're going in a different direction. But I've never heard of a situation like this.
So
Steve
fired.
Bisciotti had a conversation. I think we'll talk about Steve. No, where he called John Harbaugh on the phone. He said I thought it would be an anatomy move. The man had just left and said, turn around and meet me back at the at the office in an hour. It was just like, hey, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Just let me. And it was tough. Telling somebody is fired is not easy.
Right.
Because he's had success. He's the winningest coach. And I know the organization is only 30 years of age, but he's the winningest coach in their young tenure. You got Lamar.
Yeah.
So it's a very appealing job. You got Lamar. You got a quarterback. You got a 2-time MVP quarterback.
But hold on, is his contract up? Is he ready? Is he finna sign?
No. His contract's not up, but they got to do something. He got like a $76 million cap here. So they and Steve Bisciotti has made it abundantly clear he wants Lamar. If Lamar wants that, if not, he say, hey, we'll play it out and move on. But He wants him because Steve. Look, Steve is very matter of fact. He laid on the table. He said, "Look, I want to do this thing for another 10 years. I'm 65." I said, "I'm looking at it from 75." Now, if we had a couple of bad seasons when I'm at that age, I'm probably going to sell the team. If we had a couple of good seasons, I'm probably going to keep holding on. But anyway, he said, "I'm looking to move on." He said, "I'm not going to get this thing is not going to my family." He said, "It caused too much problems."
Yeah.
He said, "I've seen it turn families against each other, and that's not going to happen." I've made that abundantly clear.
So, who you think you're gonna bring in?
Woo.
What's a good candidate?
Lamar mentioned the name Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak is the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks. I played with Clint's dad. I remember Clint he was a kid, running and shagging balls and being the ball boy on the field for us. When he couldn't have been no more than like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 8. His dad was my quarterback, was the backup to John, and then he was my offensive coordinator. So I've been knowing them, and he's really good. You see the imagination that he has with Seattle's offense. You saw what JSN did in Jigba. They run the football, that West Coast system. You got to run it. Then they play action pass. And he has a quarterback. His quarterback in Baltimore is better than the quarterback that he has in Seattle.
Yeah.
So I can just imagine with his imagination and that quarterback and that running back to be able to run the football like they can run it and play action off of that.
Yeah. What? Derrick Henry got another year over there?
Got 2 years.
2 years.
Mm-hmm. And he finished second. He was second last year in rushing over 2 years ago with over 1,900 yards. He was second in the league in rushing this year with like almost 1,600 yards. He still got tread on the tire. He still got tread on the tire.
Oh yeah.
And so they got to get the number one thing they got to get. Whatever guard is available in free agency, the Baltimore got to sign him. They got to get that right guard up out of there. He killing Lamar. He killing Lamar and the running game. But they need some defense, Joe.
Yeah, they do. They can put some points up, but boy, they can't stop nothing.
Can't stop nobody. They can't stop nobody. They can't close games out.
It's definitely an enticing job, though.
Yeah.
You know, with having Lamar and Henry back there, I'm surprised. Ain't no coaches jumped on that situation already.
Well, I think maybe some of the coaches that they're interested in are still in the playoffs, so you can't interview anybody right now. You had a window, the Broncos and the Seahawks, so you could interview coaches in that window via Zoom, obviously. But if your team was in the playoffs, you can't talk until after your season's over. So now there'll be another break in between the NFC, AFC, between the championship games and the Super Bowl. So there's a dead week in there in which you can interview via Zoom for a job. But yeah, I'm. You got to get the right coach in this situation because, you got too much at stake. You got too much riding on it. You got Lamar right smack dab in his prime window. You got Derrick Henry that has a couple more years left. You got to get this thing right. You got to get this thing right. Because you look, Drake May.
Yeah.
You got Josh Allen. You got C.J. Stroud. You got Bo Nix. You got Trevor Lawrence. So it's not getting any easier.
No, sir.
It's not.
But they got some talent, boy. They got some talent over there.
They got some offensive talent. I don't know how much defensive talent they got.
Yeah, they ain't got no D. They need some help defensively, but
yeah, I like Zay Flowers. I like Derek. I like Henry. Obviously, I like Lamar. I'm surprised that what they did with Andrews, because basically they're saying bye to Likely.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. You're not going. You gave Andrews what 3 years, $40 million? Isn't that what he signed for? Yeah, you're not bringing him back because somebody's going to pay him big money.
Yeah.
I thought they would let Andrews go and then keep Likely. But 3 years, 40, yeah. So I was surprised by that move, but they need defense. They need pass rushers. They need them bad too. Really bad.
Yeah, they gave what they was in defensive
Near the bottom.
Defensive rating. They was near the bottom this year.
Mm-hmm. The 2 cornerbacks gave up the most yardage.
Them boys were getting smoked out there, boy.
But when you can't rush the passer, I mean, what are your options? You can't hold up all day, and they couldn't rush the quarterback. They couldn't get the quarterback off his mark. So the quarterback's just back there patting the ball. So it's tough. The Bears-Rams playoff game is expected to be one of the coldest games in NFL history. Joe, look at this video of blizzard conditions happening right now coming off Lake Michigan. 60-mile-an-hour winds, heavy snows are leading to nearly no visibility.
Man, can't nobody play no football in there.
If it's like that, they're going to be out there.
They going to be playing in this?
Hell yeah.
Man, come on.
The wind chills are expected to range between 0 and minus 10 degrees throughout the day on Sunday. Wind gusts up to 20 miles an hour. The Rams haven't played in a game below 50 all season. According to NFL stats, Matthew Stafford in bad weather games with the Rams, cold, rain, or snow, 1-8, 54.6 completion percentage, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Excuse me. Look at this. We're going to turn the sound. Listen to the sound, Joe.
All right.
I'm cold right here.
Hey, ain't no way they finna play in that. Hey, hold on. You think the stands gonna be filled up too?
Absolutely. Packed.
Oh, no.
Because fans get a kick out of says, I was at that game. When you played the Ice Bowl, when it was 27-30, you go back and look at Cincinnati, San Diego. I think that was 1981. Wind chill was like 59. Go back and look at the Chargers against Cincinnati. I think the wind chill was like 40, 50 degrees below zero. What was the wind chill?
Hey, if they playing in anything close to this, what I'm looking at, I got the Bears. I'm taking the Bears this weekend.
Yeah, I remember. Joe, 1981, the Chargers played Cincinnati. Wind chill, minus 59.
That man said 1981.
I remember the game. That's what I told the Chargers.
That's
because
a year.
The Chargers had just beat the Dolphins. Kellen Winslow had a historic game, unbelievable. End up blocking a field goal. They won. They had to carry him off the field. And for his Herculean effort, go to Cincinnati. 59 below. They got thumped. I think they lost 27-0.
59
What was the final score?
below.
27-7. Okay. So that's why you don't remember. You were just being born.
I was born in 81. I don't know what's going on. Oh, you played in weather like that before?
I remember that game.
I'm saying you done played in something like that?
I think one of the coldest game I played, we played in Green Bay in 96. It was about 13 degrees, minus 13. And we played the Chiefs in the divisional round in 90. It was in 98, so it would probably be January of 98. What was the temperature in 96? It was December of 96.
Hey, what is like getting hit in that type of temperature, in that weather? What that ground feel like?
Man, that thing look like on cement. Joe, I ain't gonna lie, Joe. I'm glad Mike didn't see me. I had construction gloves on. I wasn't. But I caught a pass. I caught the one pass they threw me.
Hey, boy, I couldn't even imagine, huh?
Minus 17 in Green Bay, right? Yeah. What was the Kansas City one?
Hey, how the Bears ain't got no dome over there, man?
You take away the advantage.
Man, come on, man. We don't get to see
Minnesota used to play outside before they got the dome.
And boy, it's cold in Minnesota, boy.
Yeah. The Chiefs was January of 90. It was January of 90. No, it was January of 99. January of 99.
Man, under these conditions here, man, I don't know how you can get out there and play, man. Not in that type of weather we just seen.
And hey Joe, you got to go out there. We had no sleep. Hey, I had to show them guns. I had that Vaseline on the outside of the face. You don't say?
Hey, listen. So why dudes be coming out there with their shirts off and all that, warming up before the game when it's like that?
I don't know what them fools thinking. I ain't going out there until I absolutely have to. I'm not going out there. I ain't trying. Hey, I'm competing against my opponent and his weather. So I am not going out there until I absolutely have to. It's easier to play in it than practice in it. It's when it's practice, when you don't have those heated benches, and you don't have the adrenaline going.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't even imagine, boy. Listen.
Hey, boy. You say hi? Look at this.
What's up, big fella?
Tell him your name. Say my name, Teddy Bear.
Listen. Hey, look, he happy daddy home.
Boy, is he? Man, as soon as I came through the door, man, Titus done ripped my Montclair jacket.
Oh, man.
I said, boy. But, them jokers here, once I come home, they ain't got nothing to do with Auntie no more. He said, he got my pajamas on. He said, Daddy, this past my bedtime. But Joe, that's the whole thing. That's the thing why if you're a cold weather team, you want to get home field. I want the Rams. You play in that dome.
Yeah.
You played in Carolina where it was a little cold, but you don't know cold yet.
Right. Not that Chicago cold.
Yeah. I'm talking about I want it to be cold. The sun come up with an overcoat on. That's how cold it is, Joe. That's what I'm saying. That's how cold it is.
If they're gonna be playing in that, that's damn sure what it's gonna be.
Yeah. You see statues got overcoats and hats and scullies on.
No, man.
The breaking news overnight, Joe, that John Harbaugh was in talks and made his decision. It is the New York Football Giants. Jordan Schultz reports Harbaugh is expected to be worth 5 years, $100 million. Yes, 5 years, $100 million, $20 million per year. What the reports were, he was looking to get that $20 million per. He was looking to get $10 million for his staff, and he wanted total control of the roster. I don't know what all he got, but the reports are it is a 5-year deal worth an estimated $100 million. I don't know if he got the $10 million for his staff support. I don't know if he has total control of his roster. But 10 years $100 million is a lot of money. I think only Andy Reid is $20 million per year. 8 years ago, John Gruden signed a 10-year, $100 million contract with the Las Vegas Raiders, which raised eyebrows. According to Connor Hughes of SNN, in the days before telling the Giants he was going to take their head coaching job, John Harbaugh sought out and contacted positional coaches from Brian Daboll's staff to pick their brains on the state of the roster. Several of the coaches had never spoken to Harbaugh before, and they told SNY they talked for about 30 minutes about the ins and outs of the team. When Harbaugh was fired, whatever the case may be, Steve Bisciotti, when he was fired, relieved of his duties. Yeah. I felt someone of his stature was looking for a team that had a quarterback. That is the quickest way. Look at Chicago. Yeah. Ben Johnson took that job. What did they have in place? A quarterback. The New England Patriots, when Mike Vrabel took that job, what did they have in place? The quickest way to get to the playoffs, to get on the winning track, is to have a quarterback. They believe they have their quarterback. John Harbaugh, more importantly, believes they have their quarterback. That is why he took this job so quickly. Joe, what do you think? You like the hire?
I like the hire, but I'm wondering with Harbaugh, do you think that was the best quarterback situation? You think that's the real reason why he took that job? I mean, yes. Obviously they paid him what he wanted, but I mean,
honestly, I think he could have got that from anywhere.
But if he could have got that anywhere, it's a lot of enticing jobs out here, man, with a lot of talent versus, he got Scatterbull and the receiver. Them dudes coming off extremely unfortunate injuries. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
So I'm wondering from a talent perspective, do you think that was the best team that he probably could have went to?
Okay, here are the teams. Arizona, they don't have a quarterback. They're going to move on from Kyler Murray. They have Jacoby Brissett. The question is the Tennessee Titans. They have Cam Ward, but it seems to me, he believed that situation with that roster. You look at the defense, Brian Burns. You look at Dexter Lawrence. You look at Abdul Carter, who they took very high. They had Wan'Dale Robinson that came off a great season. I get what you're saying about Malik Neighbors, but he should be up to speed because that injury happened so early in the season. He should have a full recovery. Scatterboo, we don't know about that. We'll see how that thing, it seems like it's progressing. Now, they do need some offensive line because the problem is he took before Jackson Dart got in there, he was taking a lot. Russ was the quarterback. Got sacked a lot. Now, you're going to have to protect Dart, and Dart's going to have to protect himself from taking unnecessary hits. You're not a running back. You're not Derrick Henry. So you need to get that thought out your head. You need to be smart. Don't be afraid to run out of bounds. Don't be afraid to get on the turf. Sometimes you have to know when the journey is over. But if you look at the Jets, you like the Jets? They don't have a quarterback.
No.
And that franchise is in disarray, is dysfunctional. The Giants has been dysfunctional for a period of time. But all things being equal, I trust the Giants in that situation, and I don't know what, maybe it's just, I'm hoping the Giants situation more than I trust the Jets. Okay, the Falcons. I think the Falcons have more of the talent, but they still have undecided issues at the quarterback position. So you look at the teams that have openings. I think the Giants have the best quarterback situation. Do they have more talent than Atlanta? I don't believe they do. But they have a quarterback, and it doesn't matter how much talent you got. You better have a quarterback that can pull the trigger.
Right. Okay, I understand that part. I just feel like it's a lot of other teams, especially when you look from the defensive side. I know you got to have a quarterback. You got to have guys at skill positions. You got to put points on the board. Well, if you can't stop nobody, man, you're going to be in trouble. I don't know how great the Giants' defense was. So, that's probably what more I'm looking toward. I'm like, okay, what is their defense like?
Well, if you could predict the best way, if your defense is subpar, is to keep them off the field. If you got a quarterback that's turning the ball over, if you can't run the football, that is the quickest way to put your defense back on the field.
Right.
Now, you could be just porous and not scheme schematically or don't have the pieces in place a la the Cowboys. Cowboys' offense is sensational.
What you trying to say?
The Cowboys' offense is sensational. It's your defense, whether it's schematically. Now, look, you've had a history of this, Joe. For the last decade, you've gone through a ton of different defensive coordinators, and with the same results. Your offense is in the top 5, your defense is in the bottom 5. That's not a good recipe. But I'm looking at just the coach. Now, if Green Bay was available, I would tell him to take his ass to Green Bay.
Right.
Because they're going to get Michael back at some point. Now, I don't know if he's going to start week 1, but there's a chance he's going to play at least, let's just say for the sake of argument, somewhere between 11 and 12 games if he stays healthy. They might start him on the PUP list, and then he'll have to miss the first 4 games. But you look at them defensively, you look at the offensively, their quarterback, they got Jordan Love, they got receivers, they got a running game, they got a nice offensive line. But of the positions that were available, Miami, you like Miami? Their defense isn't that good. They don't have no quarterback. They're going to move on from Tua. It seems like I like Achane. I love him. He's sensational. But they need offensive line help. They got Waddle, so we'll see. I like Darren Waller at tight end. He's shown me enough that he still has juice in the orange, and he should come back. Right. But I'm just looking at it from a standpoint of teams that have available coaching positions. The Giants have the best quarterback situation based on what I saw this year. Now, that could change. Cam Ward could come back and have a stellar sophomore season. He got hurt.
Yeah.
And we don't know. I don't think it's bad. Maybe if they had 5 or 6 more games, maybe he missed a game and he comes back. But of the coaching vacancies that are available, I like the Giants. I like the Falcons overall, but I like the Giants quarterback. And like I said, I think I laid out pretty good, Chad. If you look at the team, look at where the Patriots were last year.
Well,
Change coaches. Now they're in the divisional round of the playoff.
Yeah.
Look at the Bears.
Yeah.
In the divisional round of the playoff, both teams playing at home. Now, they did go out. They signed, the Patriots signed Stephon Diggs in free agency. They got Big Milton Williams. They brought some guys in, and so you like, okay, and you can do some things. I think the Giants are going to do that. Now, I don't know where they are cap-wise, but they definitely need some offensive line help to make sure they can protect Jackson Dart. But I like this hire. It's a proven commodity. Ain't no guesswork. What I wonder if he can do. He's never been a head coach. The man was just a head coach for the last 18 years.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think he's a proven commodity.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great hire for the Giants. Obviously, you want to be able to keep Jackson Dart on the field. Hopefully, he starts to be a lot smarter going in year 2. But I mean, they got to put they got to get a defense on that can help the offense. Obviously, like you say, you want the offense to stay on the field so the defense don't have to work as hard. But for the most part, it looked like Harbaugh wanted more control than anything.
Yeah, I look. When you've been in that position, Joe, and you've had some control, it's hard for you to go to another situation and have no control.
Right.
Especially after you've been at the job for an extended period of time. He's been under task for 18 years. And to go, and most coaches, that's the hardest thing. I mean, when you look at Coach Belichick, and Coach Belichick has had total control. For me, it's going to be hard for me to see him going somewhere where he has little to no control.
Right, absolutely.
And so I think that's the thing. And look, the reports are Mike Tomlin's not looking to coach, but I like Mike Tomlin in Atlanta.
Oh, man. I
like Mike Tomlin in Atlanta.
Man, you know how these people embrace Mike Tomlin if he came here to Atlanta? Oh, he gonna have to find him a quarterback though, huh?
Yes, for sure. And I think as far as there's no question in my mind of the openings that's available, they have the best talent.
Man,
they got better talent than the Cardinals. Now, I like the Cardinals. Now, look, you look at what the Cardinals got. They got McBride, who are arguably the best tight end in football.
Right,
they got Wilson, who came on and showed like gangbusters. Marvin Harrison Jr., got Nick this year, kind of regressed a little bit, but I think he's talented. You get some offensive line, you get, plug a few pieces in defensively, but they don't have what Atlanta has.
No, sir.
You look at Bijan Robinson, you look at Drake London, you look at Kyle Pitts, you're going to have to sign him back.
Yep, you gotta bring him back.
They have pieces. And defensively, oh my goodness.
Man. That defensive line they got is a monster, man.
Yes. And but at the end of the day, Joe, look at, and we're going to talk about this, look at every quarterback that's in the playoffs. Only one was drafted outside of the first round. You got number 1 overall pick, Matt Stafford. Number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams. You see? Number 3 pick, and number 2 pick in C.J. Stroud. Number 3 pick in Drake May.
Yeah.
Number 3 pick in Sam Darnold.
You got to have a bad boy back there.
Bo Nix. Josh Allen. All those number 1 picks. Only one quarterback was outside. If you don't have that, I don't give a damn what your defense look like.
Right.
Because sometimes your defense is going to have to overcome bad play. Yeah. They will. Now, C.J. Stroud can't play Sunday like he played Monday. They're going home.
For sure.
Because he's going to put his defense in harm's way. They're not going to have to drive the football very far. And they have more weapons, and they're able to run the football, and they're able to protect better than what the Steelers were able to do. So he can't have the type of game that he had. But without a quarterback, in today's game, the way they have it structured, the way they set it up, you can't win without a quarterback. And so I like this. I like this hire for the Giants.
Hey, but I like it too. Well, with these coaches, with these vacancies, and let's say you're a head coach going into a situation, don't you kind of have some say-so? Like if you go into a situation like Atlanta, you need a quarterback, and they ask you to be the head coach. Don't you kind of got some say-so, some guys who you think you may want to bring in?
If you're Mike Tomlin, yes. If you're John Harbaugh, yes. But sometimes you're a first-year coach. You don't have a whole lot to say. John Harbaugh had to build up to get that. Mike Tomlin had to build up to get that. Coach Belichick had a lot of control, but he built up and got even more. Andy Reid got some control, but he built up and got more as they started winning. You coming in and you haven't been a head coach before, or you haven't won. You want to do? You said what? There's only 32 of those positions available.
Right.
And so you're happy to have one of them. Now, if you win, you'll get more. Just like Ben Johnson, I believe he'll get more say. Mike Vrabel's going to have more say. But Mike was a head coach. He took a team to a championship. He's coached in big games before.
Yeah.
And so with this situation, you turn that around. You go from 4-13 to what? 13-4? Ben Johnson, I mean, Chicago, you know what they were over the last several years.
Yeah.
But now that you got that quarterback position solidified, they're going to have a little bit more say. Now, mind you, those quarterbacks were already on staff. It wasn't like, Mike Vrabel selected Drake.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Ben Johnson selected Caleb Williams.
Absolutely.
So it definitely helps if you got a quarterback already on staff.
Yeah.
Now you can build out your roster how you want and have some success doing that. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But congratulations, John Harbaugh, on the job. We got a very special guest joining us tonight, Ocho.
What's up,
he had
nephew?
3 tackles, 2 passes defended, and he's a part of the Cardiac Bears. Here he is. Hey, corner CB1,
Yo.
Jaylen Johnson. Jay, how you doing, bro?
What's up, man? It's good to see y'all again.
Good to see you. Hey, when you come on Nightcap, you normally have to get the comeback later this season because you had a Pro Bowl, All-Pro season, or your team's in the playoff. That's just the way it pans out.
No doubt. 100%.
So that game is not going the way you want it. They're going up and down the field. Jordan Love, 3 touchdowns in the first half, 21-3. I mean, so walk us through the locker room at halftime. What did Ben Johnson say? What were some of the leaders saying? And then the start of that fourth quarter, what was the sideline like?
Honestly, it was honestly a crazy turn of events. Like, we, of course, come out, we turned up, we ready to go, and then we go down 21-3, and it's like, man, everybody shut the hell up. Ain't no more talking. Ain't no
more rah-rah.
Yeah, ain't no more hoorah. And I just remember Kevin Byard the whole time. He was like, man, talking ain't going to help us execute. Like, we need to stop talking and doing all this and settle in. And then really just at halftime, that was the biggest thing. Like, it can't get no worse than this. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's 21-3, almost 21 blow. But I think, too, like, Coach showed us a video, like a whole breakdown during camp of the Falcons and Patriots game when they went up 28-3 and all that, and just shows, like, the composure. Yeah, he showed that to us early. So just, like, talking to Joe Tooney, telling him, because he was on the winning side of it, and then Grady Jarrett was on the losing side of it. So having both of them give their perspectives on it, and then it really just, he brought it back up, like, this is that moment. Like, think back to the conversation that we had and what it took for them to get back into it. Just one possession at a time. Defense gets stopped, offense start putting points on the board, and that was really it. So when we came out on defense, it was like, man, we got to get stops. If we figured if they didn't score no more, then we'll win the game. So, but that's all we were focused on, really, on defense, just executing and playing more aggressive.
Hey, what has it been like? That entire culture has shifted because of one man. Obviously, having a quarterback like Caleb Williams, and you get someone, a coach, a player-friendly coach, as I like to call it, in Ben Johnson, and coming to there. Is he the sole reason for the reason you guys are having the kind of success you guys are having?
I mean, it's hard to say the sole reason. I think, for one, just the timing. I would say of everything, and the only person get credit for that is God, of course. But I think really just the timing of when Ben got here, when Caleb got here, when a lot of these pieces all got here. I think it'd be different if he got here 3-4 years ago. The team looked different. Situation is different, but I'll definitely say his leadership, his competitiveness has definitely changed the trajectory of how we looked at approaching games. And again, too, I mean, you can be a good leader all you want, but you dialing it up on offense as well. And he's always been doing that. And I think just the way he controls the game, even going into that game, he was like, if we win it, we want to receive, we want to control the tempo, control the ball. And it's like, no, man, I ain't never heard nobody say this. Like, oh, we want the defense to go out there and set the tone. It's like, nah, let us get the ball. Let us control the tempo. Let us take some of the time off and things like that. So he's definitely ahead of it when it comes to... He's an
offensive-minded coach. He wants to attack. Sure. He's an offensive-minded coach. He wants to attack. He's like, oh, they think they got a defense? No, we want the ball.
Yeah, no doubt.
We want the ball. We're going to show them. We're going to take this ball and go right down to the downfield. There was a throw. And I know you saw it on the sideline. That one that Caleb... That's your season. Yeah. If you don't make that, that's 4th and 11. If you don't get that, JJ, your season's over. He fought. He's rolling to his left.
Mm-hmm.
He backs and stumbles and throws a dime for 15.
It's
When
normal.
you saw that,
He's more accurate going that way. That's the crazy part. Like it's almost like it's backwards as it sounds. It's like you don't even want to flush him to his left because he can still get it off accurate. But when he threw it, it was just like, man, what the? Ooh, okay. it was just like one of those. Just like you think like, man, it's over. He out here doing some crazy stuff, and it works. So I think I can't even say it works. That's just part of his game. Like at this point, it's not even something that you can just say is that just happens or Magic Houdini. It's like, nah, he's legit at that, and he does it in practice. He's clearly been doing this forever. So it's just really who he is, and it's funny because I think it was yesterday. Came in, I seen him. It might have been a day. I seen him and was like, "Hey man, sometimes I got to look a man in the eye and just say good job. You doing a heck of a job." Because some of the stuff he does is crazy. That's not something you'll see every day.
I mean, I'm looking at you guys. You guys were down with less than 2 minutes to go to the Raiders, 24-19. You win that game. You're down to the Bengals with 19 seconds. You win that game. You're down against the Vikings with 4 seconds. You win that game. Second and goal, 27-16, Green Bay, 4:18 on the clock, and you win that game.
Mm-hmm.
How have you guys been able to maintain your composure when all seems lost? Like, damn, how we find ourselves in that situation. And somehow you guys make a play on defense, you get a stop, and then when you turn the ball back over to Caleb in that offense, they cash it in.
I think execution brings confidence. And I think at the end of the day, for us, we've been able to execute it down the stretch over and over. And with that, you naturally have confidence where it's like, all we got to do is give them opportunity to close the game out or put it in our hands to close the game out. I think that's really the mentality and the mindset. As long as there's time on the clock, we got a way to win. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's switched for us. I mean, for a long time, it's been the exact opposite where we find ways to lose the damn game. So, I think for us in this building and this culture and what we have now, we find ways to win.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
There's a viral video going on where you're kneeling down, tricking on Christian Watson on the final play of the game. Walk us through that moment. What were you saying to him, and what made you do that?
Yeah, I mean, of course, everybody's seen the prayer video when I prayed for him when he injured his knee. But really, I think for me, it was just really going back in and I don't even say checking on him, but just telling him like, way to push through, way to battle back and come back from what he injured and all that. And of course, just competitive. I mean, he's still fast and still runs, still blazing. I think it's just a blessing to just see him out there. So I mean, of course, after the second game or second and third game, we don't have to see each other no more. Definitely wanted to take that time and tell him like, nah, like I'm proud of you and how you bounce back. And I feel like that was something I don't want to say owed him, but felt like it's something I had in my heart to do.
A lot has been made about Ben in the locker room saying F the Packers after the win.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you see him. I mean, he almost he ran up there. You know, normally the coaches, they run up there, they shake each other's hand. They lean in, good luck. Hey, wish you the best. Man, Ben ran that thing like this here, like, hey, like he stole the man TV earlier that day and didn't want the man to look him in the eye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, it's good to see that competitive. I feel like people pick and choose when they want people to be competitive and they want the coach to be aggressive and competitive. And then when he shows it, it's, he's this, he's that. It's like, either you want the competitiveness or you don't. I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's a rivalry. Coaches have hidden rivalries. I mean, they've been competing for a long time against each other. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. He's embracing that Chicago nature, too, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys obviously have the Rams coming up and obviously not wanting to give a game plan away. But I think, what do you guys think you need to defensively to be able not to stop, but to contain Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Matt Stafford and those boys offensively?
I think guys like me got to strap up. I think it's kind of just as simple as that. Because, I mean, it's only so much too high you can play. They're going to run the ball. So, I mean, it's not like you can just hide and try to just do all these things. I mean, at the end of the day, guys who get paid to cover or go out there and cover. And shoot, the rush got to hit home as well. So I mean, hopefully we gonna have some. I mean, it's Monday, so I mean we got some time to figure out how we're gonna execute it. But I know, especially for me, this is a pride game. I go into this game more than excited, more than willing and able to go handle whatever needs to get handled. So I mean, for myself, I'm just preparing myself for that. But I know everybody on the back end, we all gotta step up and really take pride in this game because I mean, it's gonna go through Puka, it's gonna go through Devontae. and the big boys up front got to handle the running back and the quarterback. So that's really how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, because you look at it as like, well, it ain't no like, well, I follow this guy, you follow that guy, because both of the guys, because
Hey,
one
you
guy
gotta
led
line
the
up
league
and
in
go against
catches,
whoever
and
comes
the
to
other
you.
guy led the league in touchdowns. So, hey, either one of these guys, can go off on a given.
Right.
And Puka is so physical. People don't realize how big Puka is. People think because he lines
he's
up in the
strong.
slot, Jay, is that he a small guy. No, Puka big as hell.
He got them Polynesian bones.
Yeah. Puka be out there with no tape. Puka be out there just rolling.
It is funny because like for me, I went to school with his brother Samson, so I know the family, been around him, talked to him at the Pro Bowl, and it's like if you knew his family, you would know how like nice he is, and like it's almost crazy. Like, he has plenty of like athletic family members. They all play basketball, super crazy athletic, and it's like for him to be the youngest and doing what he's doing, it's really no surprise to me because I mean, shoot, we were trying to get him at Utah.
Yeah. Look, you dealt with a core muscle injury. I think they call it a sports hernia. Is that what you? Because you ended up having surgery.
That's not what I had.
That's not what you have. So what did you have?
Nah, I had tore. So initially, I tore my like adductor. So it's like with all those things kind of connected from the adductor going into the pelvic, and then from the core going into the pelvic. Once you kind of tear one, you kind of more likely gonna tear the other one. So in Detroit, I end up tearing pretty much the core part of that connection, and then naturally I had some damage leaking to my other side. So I really got both sides repaired, groin and core.
Wow. So you good now though, huh?
Yeah, I mean, as far as like my surgery and injury go, but it's like the rehab is almost never ending almost for about a year because I mean all the scar tissue builds up and being in the position that I'm in, sliding, moving lateral, it's like you gotta breaking it all up.
You either key or
So it's been tough on me honestly because it's like when you know you can't move how you normally move, you start overcompensating. Now your mind is messed up, and now you like, man, do I got it? Like, dang, what am I? So now it's like for me, that's really what I was fighting like the first 3-4 weeks. I mean, being in pain, taking damn numbing shots, and like for the games to be able to go. I mean, it's really been a lot. I've been
chat.
Hey, it's been some stuff, and people, oh man, Jalen's not healthy. You damn right, I'm not all the way healthy. But I think really just for me, just continue to attack the rehab. I just got off the massage table a few hours ago, so just trying to just continue to give myself the best chance to win. But I'm looking forward to a full offseason to get really healthy.
Hey,
but listen, you know, Jay,
hold on.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Hey, listen, if you talk about getting healthy in the offseason, you might
I know where to go for a look.
Where?
To you. I'm calling you up.
Hey,
yeah, no doubt. I know you're gonna bring your cleats.
There you go. I got you. We can do some, listen, on the field, off the field, but I have a meal plan that you can hire me next year as your nutritionist. I had you right.
I'm already on it. I just had me a McMuffin the other day.
See, that's what.
Nephew, I'm trying to tell you. I'll bring it to the facility. Ask the guys about me. I bring McDonald's, Chick-fil-A breakfast every Saturday.
You see why he's so great at what he do? Huh?
I've been taking notes for sure. You got to get the people what they want. It ain't nothing but a little soul food.
See, if he eating the chicken breast and he was eating the grill stuff, he wouldn't have had that.
Oh, snap!
Nah, but that's the part that people don't see is that what an athlete does just to be able to go out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when you don't put up the numbers, or you're not playing like you're supposed to play, the first thing they holler, oh, he washed.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the man had surgery. He just came back. He's having to take injections just to get his ass out there.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? All they see is one with Johnson on the back of that jersey.
That's it.
They don't care how you got there.
That's it.
You could have drove a bulldozer to get to the game. You there now.
Yeah, nah. And it's funny because it's like, that's why I'm glad like I'm not on social media because like I don't see it. I just kind of hear it from my people that are on it. But it's just like, for me, it's like, I know what I'm going through. And it's like, realistically, I shouldn't even have came back when I came back. Like I took every measure to try to push my body, push myself. And it's like, oh, y'all see it. Oh, yeah, Jalen's not healthy. It's like, yeah, but Jalen's also still giving the team the best chance to win, like regardless of me being healthy or not. But I mean, for me, I ain't worried about it. At the end of the day, I know what I can do, and I know I'm getting better, and you can see it on the tape. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's all I can ask for.
Well, we're glad you're back, man. Hopefully you get healthy, but hopefully the offseason you get to push that back a little bit. Because now,
I ain't going home.
You got some big fish to fry now.
I ain't going home right now.
So, man, congratulations on an unbelievable season. Glad you got an opportunity to come back. Stay healthy. Go out there. Hey,
No doubt.
you one step closer.
No doubt. Mm-hmm.
One step closer. Man, congratulations. Hey, when y'all take care of that, get that win on Sunday, come holler at us.
I'll be back. Trust me.
All right, appreciate it,
All
bro.
right, y'all be easy.
Jaylen Johnson, cornerback, Chicago Bears. They play Sunday. Take on the Los Angeles Rams. He had a breakout performance in the Houston 30-6 win over the Steelers, AFC wildcard round. A career best 19 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Here he is, the outstanding running back from the Houston Texans, Woody Marks. Woody, how you doing, bro?
What's up, Woody?
You muted.
I'm doing good. What's up?
Okay, we're good. That's it's Unc and Ocho. How you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just living.
Talk to us about that performance. You guys, your best game of your career, and you had it on one of the biggest stages, the NFL, the wild card game. You're in Pittsburgh. You know they do a really good job against the run. Why were you guys able to have such success running the football that night?
Everybody started Wednesday. I knew we was gonna have a big game. Just Wednesday practice when we first went out there. The guys was linking up and just moving people off the ball. And then it came on to Thursday. I was like, all right, it's carrying on. Then Friday, it's carrying on. Then we was like, our running back coach, he was like, yeah, we're gonna have a good night running the ball. So it just came to life right there.
It seemed like you guys wore them down. They had D'Amico on the sideline. He was talking about, that's what I'm talking about. Wear them out, wear them down. And you guys seemed, because that last touchdown, you broke like 7-8 tackles. They were just like, well, the hell with it. It's over. You broke their will. You broke their spirit.
Yeah, for sure. We was wearing them down. We kind of heard it, them talking on the back end, saying like, man, we running straight at your face. That's what Nick Chubb told us we got to do. So we coming straight at your face. They play bully ball. We gonna play bully ball too.
Hey, Woody, you from the ATL?
Yeah, I'm from A.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, tell me something. What's the biggest changes from the regular season to the postseason that you notice in this year?
The structure of it. You got to be locked in. No plays off. Every play matter. From field goal, extra points to kickoff, where you putting a landmark at. Everything matters.
Yeah.
What high school you go to in Atlanta?
Carver, Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Christian Kirk also had 144 receiving yards. You guys have your best day on the biggest stage when it's needed the most. Because your offense struggled a little bit early on. You had 3 turnovers. Your defense didn't bend. They didn't concede anything. But you guys got it together. What was it about that week of practice that let you know that you guys had what it took to go on the road and get a very tough, hard-fought victory? But you made it look convincing.
Yeah, we didn't replay plays. I think that was our fastest on Fridays, not replay plays. So everybody was locked in. So I knew we was going to have a great game. So.
Yeah. Hey, what is it like playing for DeMarco, Woody? Considering him being a former player and what's that been like?
It's good. Just seeing him, he be over there on the defense side, playing linebacker when we on scout team. So you see how physical he was. He tried to bring it like you don't got no pads, so you better move out the way.
Hey, what do you tell him? Hey, D'Amico, bro, if I'd have been playing when you'd been playing, I'd have ran you.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, you got a very tough opponent. You got the New England Patriots, and everybody knows what the Patriots represent. Even though Tom Brady's not there, Mike Vrabel played a number of years with them. He brings that old school coaching, kind of like you guys, very physical in the run game, play outstanding defense. Do not turn the ball over. Do not let them have big plays. And the weather prediction is indicating that it might be snow. Now, you guys play indoors. You guys play Indy. They play indoors. You play in Jacksonville. It's really nice and sunny. And Tennessee, I don't know when you went to Tennessee. Sometimes Tennessee, it does get cold in Nashville. But This is what you one step away from being in the AFC Championship game. What is your thought process? What is D'Amico? Today was your first day of practice, if I'm not mistaken. So no, yesterday was your first day of practice. What has been D'Amico's message?
We took to play Houston ball. We're a tough team. No matter the condition, when they place that ball down, we're gonna get the rocking. That's what we live by. Offense, defense, special team. We all gonna get the rocking when they place that ball down. We play inside, but we football players. We done played in the rain before. We done played in the snow before. Probably not football, but we done been outside in the snow, just playing around as kids. So we know the feeling of it. When we get there, we'll be used to
it.
You played for Cliff Kingsbury at UFC. D'Amico, what's the biggest difference between D'Amico and Cliff?
I was with Link most of the time. It's really not a difference. Link kind of did the same thing. Be over there on scout team, but he was
Lincoln
Riley.
Lincoln Riley. I meant to say Lincoln Riley. I said Cliff. Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, he was more of an offensive minded guy. Coach D'Amico, he more of a defensive guy, so you kind of see the difference in between that. But both of them want to run the ball. Just hearing him say, "We want to run the ball." You got to run the ball. That's what people been preaching to me. You got to run the ball in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially under them conditions, y'all might be under. This weekend.
Yeah.
And you gonna have your lunch pail ready to go,
sure.
man. Hey,
But have the big boy pads on. Let me ask you this: Houston, man, what's it like living in Houston, Woody?
Uh-oh.
What did I live in Woody? Woody, tell me that. Come on, Woody. Come on.
Hey, Woody, we're gonna come down there and hang out, Woody. But tell us what
it's about. You've been in Atlanta before. It's about the same.
I live in Atlanta.
I said that, man. I said it's like a bigger Atlanta.
It's a bigger Atlanta. About the same thing going on. You got good food. Everything.
What else?
Everything you got in Atlanta, you got out here. So.
I don't know. I think they got about a little bit more in Houston, Woody. I ain't lying to you.
They probably got a little bit more. For real.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Hey, you got to spread out there because me, Ocho, and Joe, we need to come out there. We need a place to lay our head. We good?
I got y'all, for sure.
All right, man. Say less.
That's what I'm talking about, Woody. That's what I'm talking about. That's my homeboy, y'all. That's my homeboy for the crib. So, homeboys link up. We go out, grab a couple of drinks. That's all, have a good time. We go Uber everywhere we go. We don't need to have no ride, just Uber.
Yeah.
We're going to be good.
Black truck.
Huh?
Black truck.
Black truck. He say black truck. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
all
for that. I'm all for that. Huh?
It's on you though.
Oh, I got to cover that.
Yeah,
what a hospitality.
I got y'all the crib.
Damn.
I got you the crib.
Okay,
right.
You know what? That's good enough. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Beggars can't be choosy.
That's all I need. You know what, Woody? We appreciate that. We'll handle the black car. We'll do that. Hey man, congratulations, man. Great work on Monday night, man. Carry it over. You guys look good. Tell D'Amico I said what's up, man. Wish you the best of luck on Sunday.
Good luck, bro. Yes, sir.
Woody Marks, the outstanding young running back for the Houston Texans, had a breakout game, 19 carries, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. He ran extremely hard all night long, and at the end, it was that running physical style that the Houston Texans offensive line and running backs played with that finally wore down in the levee burst. And when he rucked that touchdown run, you could see that was the Pittsburgh Steelers. You saw something you hadn't seen from a Steelers defense in a very long time. They hung their heads because they know they had thoroughly gotten their ass kicked that night. So,
and listen, that run game and that defense, that's what kept them in it.
Y'all ran so hard. Hey, Woody, we gonna get y'all on this though, but you ran so hard, man. Mike Tomlin stepped down the next day. He said, "Man, I don't want no more of this." That man, you saw that young man come in there, and the other dude did that. The defense beat us like that. Deuces. 22. But appreciate that, Woody, man. Enjoy this time, man. Hey, you got something special going. Keep it going, bro.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right,
yes, sir.
Ocho, there's a viral video going around about a reporter having words of encouragement from Liam Cohen following the Jags playoff loss. Let's take a listen to what the video Talk to
How
me.
you doing today? Lynn Jones, Jacksonville Free Press News. I just want to tell you congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank you.
You hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank you.
And you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
While many see the video as very heartwarming,
Yes.
others have called her out. Now, Lynn Jones said that she's under criticism because she's black. I'm a member of the Black Press. I'm the editor of the Jacksonville Free Press, and one of the more than 230 African-American papers support the Black Press. Ocho.
Talk to me, Unc, because
I'm just trying to figure-
you're better because you're somewhat in that space and understand when it comes to journalism what you can and what you can't do, what's professional, what's not professional. And for me, on the outside looking in, being that I'm not really in that space, being a player, not being a coach, but being a player and hearing words like that coming from someone who is supposed to be a journalist and ask questions on maybe why did you lose, what didn't go right, stuff like that, and hearing something different for a change, to me, it was refreshing.
Yes.
Refreshing to hear. I'm not used to it. That is my first time ever hearing someone approach.
Probably the first time. Yeah, my first time hearing something like
Oh,
that.
it is? So I
Yes.
would love to hear your thoughts on
No,
what you did.
Normally, media members are supposed to be independent.
Yes.
They're not supposed to support or criticize. I mean,
Yes.
you know, you could criticize the plays here, the plays that,
Mhm.
but it's not like she's a columnist. A
Right.
columnist is different than a beat reporter.
Mhm.
So, on one hand,
Yes.
that is very out of the ordinary
Okay.
for a reporter to say, "You keep your head up.
Yes, sir.
You did a good job. We're proud of you." Whatever. All she's saying. There's next year. Normally, reporters, coach. Obviously, it was a tough loss for the season. But what did you think? If you could do it over again, what would you like to have over? What would play? Things of that nature. So
Right.
we don't normally. I think a better word is that reporters are supposed to lack empathy. They're not supposed to show compassion.
Right.
In that moment, she can see that his head was down. She's
Mhm.
probably covered him. She's probably been every press conference this man has had since he's been the head coach of the Jags.
Yes, sir.
She could see he was hurting. She would see he was down. The empathy that she showed in that moment,
Mhm.
most journalists I understand it's nice, but she's not supposed to do that. She's
Mm.
supposed to be Switzerland. She's supposed to be neutral.
Right.
So she's not supposed to be sad. She's not supposed to be excited. She's not supposed to be disappointed. She's not
Right.
supposed to be angry. She's supposed to just ask questions and write.
Do her job, basically.
That's it.
Matter of fact,
That's
for
it.
her, she is the outlet for what the fans want to hear. She's supposed to ask the question to the head coach in that
Yes.
moment, so the
Yes.
fans can get the answers on why things didn't go the way they think it should have.
That is correct.
Yeah, I understand both sides. Obviously, the notion that it was unprofessional, I don't like that part of it, because to me it was refreshing to hear a reporter actually have empathy for a head coach in that situation with all the work that they put in, the success that they've had this season, and seeing that coach is obviously distraught, in that moment. So giving him giving him that praise in that moment, I don't see anything wrong with it. But I can see those that are journalists, that are columnists, that are in that space and do their job in a certain manner, in a certain way, and finally seeing someone do it a little bit differently than what they're not used to hearing or seeing. I can see why they're upset.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that she got the criticism that she got. I
Right.
knew that was coming.
Mhm.
I knew that was coming
Yeah.
because, like I said, journalists are not supposed to have basically any emotion. You're just asking. You're just asking questions because you are the link between the fan and the coach.
Right.
You're asking questions that you think the fans would want answers to and deserve answers to. So you're not supposed, if someone's down, you're not supposed to show compassion. If somebody's feeling too good, you're not supposed to try and bring them down. You're there. You're just to ask questions.
Right.
But like you said, it was different.
Yeah.
And I think I wish personally more people had empathy.
Right.
I don't think we have enough
No,
empathy.
absolutely not. I mean, actually,
I don't think we have enough compassion.
right. Especially in those spaces. Especially in those spaces. I'm curious what the chat would think. Chat, I would love to hear your thoughts, on her, taking a different approach as opposed to asking questions, but giving Coach grace, for the work he had done and telling him to keep his head up. I'm just curious to hear what you guys may think as well.
Well, I think the thing is, I think for the most part, the chat is going to like. Most people are level-headed, and they it's kind of like Ocho. I look at it like this: when somebody else has surgery, it's minor. When you have surgery, it's major. So people don't. As long as if I get empathy, I'm cool with no one else getting empathy,
right,
or compassion. And I think the thing is that, we've all been there, and we needed to pick me up. And I think in that space, as a journalist, that's one of the things that you're talking journalism. You're not supposed to feel one way or another, or you're supposed to suppress those and not let people know. Do I think journalists have a liking to certain players? Sure. Do I think journalists have a liking to certain coaches? Sure.
Yes.
Do I think journalists have a certain dislike to certain players and coaches? Absolutely.
Yes.
At the end of the day, a journalist is a human being. You might supposed to be able to contain your emotions. That doesn't mean your absence of them. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that people think, okay, you're this. No, I still have emotions. I still have feelings. I still have empathy. I still feel sympathy. I still have compassion. I still have, I get angry or get upset, or whatever the term that you want to use. At the end of the day, no matter what my occupation is, what my title is, no matter how much money, at the end of the day, if I got $700 billion, if you got Elon Musk money, Elon Musk is still a man. He's still, maybe the same thing that triggers that makes him get upset doesn't make you get upset. Maybe it's the same thing that what makes him happy doesn't make you happy, but he still has emotions. Humans are not robots. They're not devoid of feelings. But I thought it was it was refreshing.
Yeah.
To hear her say that, but I knew she was going to catch some criticism for saying in that space. Now, if she had pulled him aside, nobody would have heard, but she said it in a public forum.
Right.
And I think, so I'm not surprised of the criticism that she's receiving for what she said, because I knew it was going to happen, Ocho. I did. I really did. But it's over and done with now. I mean, I just, sometimes I do wish we had more compassion, and that, but some people have more than others. That's just the way it is, Ocho.
Yeah.
Some people just have more compassion than others. I mean, maybe it's a game, but I always give homeless people money. And maybe it's a con. Maybe they're not homeless at all. Maybe they got a car parked across the street somewhere, and they get in their car and change clothes, or go home and shower and put on it and do it all over again. But hey, it is what it is. They'll have to answer for that. I won't.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. So I like Liam Cohen. I think the Jags have a very, very bright, promising future in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
They got a good team. They got a good team. And the guy they took with the second pick in the draft really didn't give them anything. So when he comes back as a wide receiver, you saw Parker Washington step up. They got Jacoby Myers. Brian Thomas Jr. Didn't have the type of season that he had the previous year.
Yes.
So just imagine if he gets back to what he was, Ocho.
Man, you know what? And I also look at it, we're now, with the way Parker Washington played this year, Brian Thomas Jr. is probably going to be there next year. Jacoby's there now. I can see a role where now Travis Hunter playing
full-time DB and a part-time wide receiver.
Full-time DB, part-time wide receiver. Yep. I think that's probably what it's going to be.
which I thought was the best case scenario for him anyway. But hey,
right, you said that.
That'll be something that I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to talk about that once they get back in the OTAs again, and once they get to training camp, we'll kind of see and I'm sure the reporters that are at practice, he's taking this many snaps on the defensive side, this many snaps on the offensive side, and maybe it fluctuates up and down. But I think that's kind of the direction that they're heading in. I think probably where he gets the majority of his snaps on the defensive side and takes a few snaps here and there where he can help them on the offensive side. Big news of the day. Mike Tomlin, after 19 years, steps down from the Pittsburgh Steelers. And because he stepped down, that means if he signs with another team, they're going to owe the Pittsburgh Steelers compensation. So it probably was a mutual agreement. Look, you do your thing, we're going to do our thing, we're going to move in a different direction. But to make it look classy, we're not terminating you, because that's 3 coaches in 50 years. Chuck Noll took it from 69 to 92. Coach Cowher took it from 92 until 2006, 2007. And then Mike Tomlin took it over from there. So they've only had 3 coaches in 50 plus since 1969. I mean, so you can't argue the success that the Steelers have had, but I think this was great for both teams, because I do not believe the Pittsburgh Steelers were any closer, be it with Mike Tomlin, based on how their roster is assembled, the quarterback situation, the offense. I don't think they were close. And having a non-losing season, that's not what you're really going for, Ocho.
And that's not the standard. It's never been the standard when it comes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are a championship-winning organization. If I'm not mistaken, they have, 5, 6 Lombardis?
6.
No, they have 6. So obviously, with the standard being the standard, you can't be satisfied with just saying, okay, at least we don't have a non-losing season. We above 500 this year. We talked about it last night. I think they're going to allow him to walk away, and lo and behold, today, he walks away.
It's shocking. I didn't think that. What you think, Joe?
Man, I think Mike Tomlin took a good hard look at the situation and was like, you know what? Maybe I should take some time off. But like y'all said, I think it was a mutual decision. And I think he's going to get a coaching job somewhere, because there's so many coaching vacancies in the NFL right now. And it's a lot of jobs that look pretty good. And I think he'll definitely end up coaching again somewhere.
Me personally, I think he moves to the front of the list. I think he jumps in front of John Harbaugh. I think so. And you look, now what thought was, Harbaugh had his pick of pick. Now with Mike Tomlin on the thing, because you're talking about somebody that's been 19 years, that's been to multiple Super Bowls. Yes, he's only won one. He's won more division titles than John Harbaugh. So the Giants, that looks appealing. Atlanta, that looks appealing. Tennessee, that looks appealing. I think Mike Tomlin is going to have this choice. Where he wants to go, where does he want to coach? Does he want to take a year off, just do TV? Or does he want to jump right back in it?
What if it's not even NFL? What if he takes a college job? What if there's some vacancies in college? I'm not sure if he wants to have to deal with the NIL drama, but still, I think Mike Tomlin is going to be able to go anywhere, whether it's college level, whether it's the NFL, but he's going to have to go to a situation that's advantageous for him. But if you don't have a quarterback, you're going to be right back in purgatory like you were with the damn Steelers.
Right.
I agree.
I don't see college for Mike Tomlin.
I don't either.
I don't see. And first of all, there's no college vacancies open currently. That hiring cycle, LSU's gotten filled by Lane Kiffin, Penn State's been filled, so all the coaching vacancies have been filled. But they have a lot of them in the NFL. Arizona's available, Atlanta's available, Tennessee's available, the Giants are available. I like the Giants. Hey, now it's been reported that LaFleur and the Packers are trying to work on a long-term deal.
Right, because you got one more year.
You got one more year left, and you don't want to be a lame duck. You want some security, and you want the team to realize, okay. Because a lot of times the players will look like, man, you only got 1 year. We ain't listening to you. So give him some security. Let the team know that he is in charge. But Mike Tomlin, this shocked me. And you said it last night that you thought the Steelers would allow him to step away from it. I didn't see that coming. I did not see that. No, I didn't.
Honestly, the writing's on the wall. Huh? The writing's on the wall, and the fire Tomlin stuff. The noise, it got louder and louder, Joe. It got louder and louder. The fans becoming, kind of dissatisfied with just mediocrity. That's never been a standard for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So at some point, understanding, and the problem is, this is the problem. When you had Ben Roethlisberger, you should have already had someone in place.
They didn't have a succession plan.
They should have had it in place.
They didn't want to step on his toes, though.
Yeah,
Green Bay gave you the blueprint.
Yeah,
They had Brett Favre still playing at an elite level. They get Aaron Rodgers. They get Aaron Rodgers still playing at an elite level. They get Jordan Love. Now you got a succession plan in place. But you wait. Well, I don't want to step on. And bro, you can't worry about his feelings because guess what? He's happy. Man, they ain't drafting no quarterback. But now look where it left you.
Right.
So because as Ben started to get older, you could tell Ben wasn't the same guy. So in order to be a head coach, and this is, I think, one of the reasons why coaches don't get close to players, because at some point in time, Ocho, you're going to have to let your best player, you're going to have to let him go. You're going to have to make very, very tough decisions. And so that's why I'm really surprised that Mike Tomlin decided to step away. But like you said, it was a situation where the noise, it has started to get louder and louder. I mean, like, really, fire Mike Tomlin? You never heard, I don't think you heard, I mean, like I said, we didn't have 24 hours
It's been a while
of social media like with Coach Knoll or Coach Cowher. I know early on when Coach Cowher didn't have, but Coach Cowher went to the Super Bowl in his third year. Mike Tomlin won the Super Bowl in his second year.
Yeah.
So he's had success and went back again, 3 years later, ended up losing to the Packers. But since then, we talked about it last night, guys. Joe, Ocho and I was talking. 7 straight losses in the playoffs. Tied with Marvin Lewis for the longest in NFL history. Look, we love Marvin. He was the defensive coordinator when I was in Baltimore, orchestrated a historic defense. He was your head coach. 7 straight losses in NFL history, as long as the NFL's been going on, that ain't a record. That's not something you want to be a part of. That's not what you want to be a part of.
But I like Mike Tomlin, though, for a number of reasons. First off, he's a culture changer.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
And not only that, y'all know this because y'all play the game, but he's going to get the respect
Absolutely.
Any other players, all the players on the team.
So he walks in instantaneous.
So wherever he goes or whatever chance he get, like Unc said, he'll probably jump Harbaugh.
He jumps to the front of the line, man.
Get a job, but man,
Yes.
they know he'll come change the culture wherever he goes. So I'm looking forward to it.
But if anything, shoot.
We got a special guest joining us for Boys Night Out. Good friend of mine. I've been knowing this dude, man.
What's up? What they do, baby?
I took 1,000 to 100.
Huh?
He owe you.
Yeah, he know.
Wait, I owe you?
Remember we bet that 1,000 on the show? 1,000 on the show?
For real?
Oh, he'll develop some amnesia now.
Yeah, you do owe him at $1,000.
I got you. I got you. I
I'm
promise
going to tell you,
I got you.
Thank you, Jordan. I've been knowing this dude. We used to work out together, run track together, go break bread together. So it's always good to see him. Even though every day, once in a while, we'll text each other. Man, you in Atlanta? Yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Let's go break bread. So it's good to see you. Talking about Mike Tomlin stepping down. Are you surprised that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin are parting ways?
I'm surprised. He was there for so long. Him and Harbaugh, the two coaches,
Almost
them in 2 decades. And like you say, you only can coach what you got.
Yes.
And if you ain't got it, sometimes fans want you to have more. Mm-hmm. And I think he got a lot out of the team he had. They were still missing some offensive pieces. They tried, they made the playoff, and hey, they ran into a juggernaut last night. Houston is the best defense in the league, and so you got a 40-year-old quarterback.
Yes.
That's going to be hard to beat them young guys.
It is. But the problem, and you're right, you can only coach what you have, but a part of his job is to make sure they have.
Yes.
He's in charge of the roster. Right. He chose to go and get a 42-year-old quarterback. Right. I don't know what you were thinking, how far a 42-year-old quarterback was going to take you, especially in the cold. Yeah. Most quarterbacks, as they start to get aged, as they get older, they like warm weather. They like Miami. Yes. They like Tampa. They like to be indoors. Second of all, when he had an opportunity, I think the thing is he allowed his relationship with Ben Roethlisberger not allow him to draft a successor to Roethlisberger like Green Bay did. They had a successor for Brett Favre. Yeah. They had a successor for Aaron Rodgers. You've got to think. You got to project.
Down the road.
You can't think Ben Roethlisberger is going to play there for 30 years.
Right.
And so I think that's what really happened, because in the way the NFL is set up now, it used to be bring your run game, bring your defense, and you could get away with a marginal quarterback.
Right.
In today's NFL, you got to have a stud to play that position if you want to go far. You can make the playoffs, but if you talk about going far and winning and challenging for championships, without that piece, it's not happening. Right. I heard you and Joe talking earlier. Trae Young got traded.
Right.
I'm surprised, but I think what happened, and Joe, we talk about this, in his absence, you saw Jaylen Johnson go to another level.
Right.
And you're like, hold on, this kid young, he's 6'9", he can handle the ball, he can dish out assists, he can rebound, he can score. Trey, we love Trey, but we're talking about a guy that's 6 foot tall, that really doesn't rebound, that doesn't play defense. Yeah, let's move in a different direction. Let's see what we can get as far as assets. Joe, let's go to you first. Are you surprised that they finally moved on from Trey?
No, I'm not surprised. I thought the writing was on the wall because they played so great when he wasn't in the lineup. And then you put the ball in the hands of Jaylen Johnson. I didn't know he could make the way he does.
I didn't even,
Like I told y'all, I just told Oak, in the month of December, he averages triple-double.
Yeah.
Like, that's rare for a guy 6'9", handling the rock. He can score the ball. He can make guys around him better. And then the guys that's around him, they all lock in, play defense. They gritty, bro.
Yes.
They gritty. So I think that kind of showed when Trey was absent and out the lineup. And obviously, they was ready to move on from him.
That's why you don't let nobody get your spot. Huh?
And that's why when you buy a Bentley, they said when you buy a Bentley, keep low miles on it.
Yeah.
When you sell it, you get your money back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess Atlanta trying to sell Trey, get his money back, and give it to somebody else.
But they really didn't get much. They basically got CJ on an expiring contract.
Yeah.
That seemed like the way they wanted to go, to have some maneuverability this offseason.
Right.
So, Trey was the face of the franchise. I don't think Atlanta ever forgave them for swapping. You had Luka. You traded Luka for Trey. And I think Trey was perfect for the city because Atlanta. But you look at what Luka's doing. Luka.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Neither one of them play defense, though.
But neither one play defense, but I think Atlanta didn't go to get the pieces that fit with Trey. LA went to get the pieces that fit with Luka.
Correct.
But Luka's still a problem, too. Yeah. He's 6'6", Trey's 5'11", 6 feet. But my thing is, both are going to shoot the three. I think Luka maybe get the guys involved more than Trey, but Trey's small.
Yeah.
So in Washington, he going to be okay because they need somebody to bring the fans in.
Yes.
And then his contract, they're going to pay him for the next 3 or 4 years. He's going to get his money.
He's going to get his money.
But they're going to see what he can involve with the team. Right. That's going to be the thing.
I think the biggest thing is also, Joe, is that being a great player on a bad team. They're a bad team.
Yeah.
Just get your number.
That's it. That's what you're going to get. You'll get your
You see
number.
that a lot in the NBA now. Guys get their numbers. They getting paid. Teams, when they pay you that 30, 40 million, they want to see something.
Yeah.
Most of the time, a lot of these guys get that 30, 40 million, their game going the other way.
Yeah. They're not really. They're not. Look, on really good teams, you can't be paying a whole bunch of guys. You got to settle in. Now, Oklahoma City, you saw what they did. They gave Shea his money. They gave J-Dub his money. They gave Trey his money. Now, at some point in time, you can't pay everybody. Everybody can't be on the max contract. Yeah. So they're going to start losing some of those auxiliary pieces, kind of like what happened with Golden State.
Yeah.
Them retired and these other guys start going different places and start branching off. So it cuts into your depth. But you look at Atlanta, I still don't think Atlanta is a contender, even with CJ and Johnson and Dyson Daniels and Walker. I don't.
They probably need about another piece or two.
Right.
Meaning as far as bigs, another rim protector,
yes.
a guy who can move,
Right.
great in pick and roll, things of that nature. But I think they're on the right trajectory as far as where they're trying to go. Now,
Right.
are they gonna get there? I don't know. But I like the team that they have. Those guys, blue collar workers. They got some guys who can score. And like I said, big fella, Jaylen Johnson, he makes all those guys better. Yeah. So they're a fun team to watch, though.
He definitely should be. He definitely should be an all-star.
Oh, he'd be all NBA, huh?
Yeah.
All
You
NBA.
think so?
Yeah, all NBA.
If he keep up what he did in the month of December, he got a good chance.
Yeah, I didn't know he could
But
score
this
like
brings
that.
something else to Atlanta: the ball flowing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Guys stand around waiting. What Trey gonna do?
Trey dominate the ball.
Yeah. Right. So now they're gonna have more team chemistry, and when you get more team chemistry, everybody's gonna go out and fight.
Everybody feel like they're part of something.
Right. They're gonna go out and fight every night.
Yeah.
So now Atlanta gonna, like I said, the fans might be mad at trading, but they're gonna see on the floor. That's when you're gonna see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ball hopping.
Oh, I know you follow football. So what you think? You see the first game on Saturday, you got the Broncos, Buffalo, and then you got the 49ers who went into Philly and pulled an upset. They take on the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks beat them the last game of the season to take over that division. And then you got the Patriots take on the Texans. And then you got and the Broncos and Buffalo. Who you like?
I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I'm just saying you're seeing some of probably the best football in years.
Right.
Guys, going down to the last possession, and the defenses, I don't know that. I know they want Buffalo to be there, but you got to win the game to get there.
Exactly.
But I think I'm gonna go with the young dogs. I'm gonna go with Houston, and I think even Seattle is playing great. But I think New England and Buffalo. I probably take New England, Seattle in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Man, I like that.
I can see that.
I like
A
that.
rematch of Super Bowl 49.
There you go.
Maybe it'll be a different outcome.
You got a
this time.
baby Tom Brady.
Yeah.
In New England.
And they got that defense in Seattle.
Defense in Seattle.
Yeah. Man, appreciate you joining us for
No problem, man. Thank you, guys.
Boys Night Out. Appreciate you, man.
All
All
right,
guys.
I'm gonna get that money to you.
Yeah,
Baby.
99 with another 9 with it.
Let me
had one.
He owe me Oak, so let me go ahead. I'm gonna collect Oak money. I'm gonna let go, but I'll send it though.
I ain't gonna let nobody owe me this long. My interest used to be triple.
Oh, say he a loan shark.
Tyrone Hill, 10,000 ton to 40,000.
Damn. You got he done covered it. Now. He done paid it.
It was half about that. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying.
Appreciate you, old man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate y'all.